It's hard to believe it's been 19 years. 19 years ago today, I had a space in this building in the back. It's where I was when I found out. It's gonna try and rain on us today. This building was home to Weld Tire and Wheel. Now it's abandoned, and you better be careful walking underneath it because you could get some broken glass raining down on you. Everything's different. It's still the same in many ways. There's a building that I was at when I first heard something bad was happening. My first hint was Peter Jennings was on the radio talking about something very urgent. That building used to be a tire place. I can't remember exactly what, but they did used tires or something like that. Tire recycling, I think. And I was looking for rims. Well, it's crossing over in the afternoon, but unlike that morning 19 years ago, it's wet and yucky. Kind of cool. That morning, it was still very much summer and clear blue skies. It was a beautiful morning. But yeah, I was looking for rims in that building for my Subaru that I had at the time. It was a Subaru Loyale. So I'm walking on a walkway that wasn't here back then. And I think that bridge, can't remember, but I think that bridge is all new. My memory isn't always that good. I think there was a bridge here, but I think it was not. I think this one replaced that one. This is interesting. Looks like part of this installation is frames or bodies of airplanes. And I've been thinking today, 19 years. That means if a child was born on that day, would have graduated high school last spring. And I thought, how unfortunate to be born in a time when it's probably one of the worst moments in American history. And then when you graduate school, it's in a pandemic and you don't even get to see your classmates. You don't even get to go to prom. A lot of kids didn't this year. I don't know, I'm just thinking, unlucky. I mean, especially if it was one of your relatives, like your parents or whoever, that died during that. I mean, you know, there are a lot of kids back then who probably saw their parents leave for work in the morning and didn't have any parents by noon. That's just really sad to think about. And those kids now are out of high school. Many of them in college, probably starting their jobs, their first jobs in their career. And I don't know. It's been unfortunate 20 years, 19 years. I don't know, maybe it's just this weather. It's making me think all gloomy and doomy. Maybe tomorrow the sun will come out and the world will be a better place, but right now I'm just thinking about such things. I wonder if this street is still notorious for prostitutes. I was told that you could see a lot of prostitutes on this street, which seems weird because it doesn't seem like it'd be very attractive for that. Nothing here but industry. But I don't know. And I was told that, you know, this is a big change of subject, but if you saw the prostitutes, it'd make you think that you really have to be very lonely or desperate to want to be with them. I don't know. Maybe that's a cruel and judgy thing to say. Maybe that was something that was said by somebody that was kind of cruel and judgy. Life has taught me that if you devalue other people, you devalue yourself. So it's best to be humble. Well, this place has moved 2 times in the past 19 years. And it's still going. It's pretty cool. Yep, they still sell the same stuff. I went in, of course. Didn't buy anything this time. This is the state line road. Over there is Kansas, and over here is Missouri. All right. Let's see. Missouri. Kansas. I know this is Missouri because it says KCMO, which is Missouri. I don't see anything over here. It says Kansas. But, yep, this is Kansas right here. Jayhawks, Border Ruffians. Or wait, Jayhawks, Bushwhackers. Hey doggies, don't say I don't ever take you places. And I'm sure there's a cat or a squirrel or something over there drawing our attention. Let me get out of the way of this truck here. That would kind of hurt. What day is this? Oh yeah, 9/11. Well, it's like an adventure coming around here. But it's fun to explore. It's what I was doing 19 years ago. Yeah, look at the old architecture and down here. It's amazing. Everywhere you look, it's just a landscape of urban architecture. These wonderful old faded signs. Well, Britain was here when I was upstairs 19 years ago. You've been here long before that, I'm sure. If I were more sociable, I'd stop in and say hi, but he wouldn't remember me. But yeah, I do remember them being downstairs, and I remember we talked to each other about my troublesome roommate that I had, who caused a leak that leaked into his business. But can't remember much beside that, other than he was a really nice guy back then. Britain, that is. My roommate was a jerk. I like this. Cool. I especially like the little homemade Sputnik. Title of this is Serial Killer. You see the little serial characters have been murdered. Not Count Chocula. No. Oh, it's Captain Crunch is the serial killer. That's funny. Love it, love it, love it. The West Bottoms is all about recycling. My favorite recycling place, speaking of which, is gone. But anyway, it's all about recycling, and people come in with new ideas and try and make them happen, and then move on, and new people move in with new ideas, and just constantly reinventing itself. And it's nice and quiet too. At one time I would have said I didn't like the quiet, but now I'm more into quiet and contemplation and things like that. Anyway, this is my reminiscence of what happened 19 years ago on this day, and where I was and what I was doing. I know no significance to what I was doing. I mean, but in its own way, you know, the world is made up of little tiny pieces, little mini sub-stories of the larger story, the larger picture. And we all are like little dots on a pointillist painting. Each dot makes up the whole. And, you know, speaking of the whole, there's a hole that was created 19 years ago, still hasn't healed. It'll never heal as long as people remember, and it shouldn't heal, I don't think. But anyway, see you later. Hee hee.